17:1-27. Matthew 17:1. And after 6 days Jesus takes with him Peter, and James, and John, his brother, and makes them go up with him into a high mountain by themselves. Matthew 17:2. And he was changed in form before them, and his face was shining like the sun, and his clothing became white as light. Matthew 17:3. And Moses and Elijah came before their eyes, talking with him. Matthew 17:4. And Peter made answer and said to Jesus, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you will let me, I will make here 3 tents, one for you, and one for Moses, and one for Elijah. Matthew 17:5. While he was still talking, a bright cloud came over them, and a voice out of the cloud, saying, This is my dearly loved Son, with whom I am well pleased, give ear to him. Matthew 17:6. And at these words the disciples went down on their faces in great fear. Matthew 17:7. And Jesus came and put his hand on them and said, Get up and have no fear. Matthew 17:8. And lifting up their eyes, they saw no one, but Jesus only. Matthew 17:9. And when they were coming down from the mountain, Jesus gave them orders, saying, Let no man have word of what you have seen, till the Son of Man has come again from the dead. Matthew 17:10. And his disciples, questioning him, said, Why then do the scribes say that Elijah has to come first? Matthew 17:11. And in answer he said, Elijah truly has to come and put all things right. Matthew 17:12. But I say to you that Elijah has come, and they had no knowledge of him, but did to him whatever they were pleased to do, the same will the Son of Man undergo at their hands. Matthew 17:13. Then the disciples saw that he was talking to them of John the Baptist. Matthew 17:14. And when they came to the people, a man went down on his knees to him, saying, Matthew 17:15. Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is off his head, and is in great pain, and frequently he goes falling into the fire, and frequently into the water. Matthew 17:16. And I took him to your disciples, and they were not able to make him well. Matthew 17:17. And Jesus, answering, said, O false and foolish generation, how long will I be with you? How long will I put up with you? Let him come here to me. Matthew 17:18. And Jesus gave orders to the unclean spirit, and it went out of him, and the boy was made well from that hour. Matthew 17:19. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately, and said, Why were we not able to send it out? Matthew 17:20. And he says to them, Because of your little faith, for truly I say to you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, Be moved from this place to that, and it will be moved, and nothing will be impossible to you. Matthew 17:21. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. Matthew 17:22. And while they were going about in Galilee, Jesus said to them, The Son of Man will be given up into the hands of men. Matthew 17:23. And they will put him to death, and the 3rd day he will come again from the dead. And they were very sad. Matthew 17:24. And when they had come to Capernaum, those who took the temple tax came to Peter and said, Does not your master make payment of the temple tax? Matthew 17:25. He says, Yes. And when he came into the house, Jesus said to him, What is your opinion, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth get payment
Matthew
or tax?
17:26.
From their sons
And
or
when
from
he
other
said,
people? From other people. Jesus
Matthew
said to him,
17:26.
then are the sons free. And when he said, from other people, Jesus said to him, then are the sons free.
Matthew 17:27.
But, so that we may not be a cause of trouble to them, go to the sea, and let down a hook, and take the first fish which comes up, and in his mouth you will see a bit of money. Take that, and give it to them for me and you.